feel like I should have made a new starting screen. Shouldn't I? Shouldn't I have? It feels like... It feels outdated. Excuse me. Man, I'm tired. What's up, peeps? How do I do this? I feel like I've lost all my skills. No, that's not true. It feels like a long hibernation. That's exactly what it's like. You stop doing something for a while, you like unlearn a few things. Hi. Yo, sirs. What's up? Yeah, we hibernate. That's how we lost our wings. We slept so much we didn't need them anymore. Yo, I'm exhausted. You know, I knew one thing that I learned while I was away was that I guess this is like obvious. It should have been obvious. And I feel like I had an inkling that it was obvious. Yo, just like any situation where I'm like forced to be like kind of social drains me. And more than the actual socializing, that's like the issue. It's like the prospect of it. You know what I mean? Can't believe you're back. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be gone again. Probably. It's just a little fling of a stream. I felt like I needed to do it anyways. But coming back to it, it's just it's weird. Just because I haven't done it in a while. I'll do the stream and then I'll go away. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I have too many I have healthy relationship brain, so there's no such thing. I don't know what that word means. Side chicks. I never understood that. How's it? Who are you? No, I know. I have like, not that I have a healthy relationship. I say that like I'm in a relationship. I'm not. But I think I'm healthy enough social wise where that's not a thing for me. You don't think I could have like healthy like relationships? I can't. You're right. I can't. I'm a good man when I like really lock in. But most of the time I'm not. Unfortunately. Hence my loneliness. I don't want to say that. God, I hate saying things. I want to say things, right, where it's like, oh, this is funny, but I also don't want to say things where it's like, pity me, you know what I mean? Like, woe is me. You know what I mean? Like, I have no friends. Like, that's annoying, isn't it? But yeah, if I like super lock in, then I'm like, oh, I think I'm a good person. But if I don't lock in, then I'm not. Which, like, in when you really spin it that way, it's like, are you really? And neither here. That was such like a throwaway statement from me. You know, I really was kind of contemplating like streaming today. I said I was gonna stream when Red Heart came out, and then I was immediately hit with like a sucker punch of like plans. Well, not. Here's the thing. So right after that came out, I like came out of my room and my brother came up to me and he's like, "Yo, you want to go watch a movie?" And I'm like, "Oh, when? Friday?" And I'm like, "Oh, when are we watching it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like, sure." I'm on break. I'm not really, outside of like making music and planning things. I'm not really doing much, right? And I'm flexible. I'm like, sure. What time? And he's like, 9 o'clock. Oh, what are we gonna go watch? Oh, we're gonna go watch the Markiplier movie. Looks at the runtime, 2 hours. 2 hours and a half. Oh. Oh. We got home at like 12:30 in the morning. It was okay. I got you know, I want to say I got like a good amount of sleep and it felt good. It didn't. Was Markiplier movie peak? I actually thought it was really good. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm not a movie fiend, so I'm not the greatest judge on it. Actually, I don't like movies, period, generally. So my judgment of it maybe, ugh. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. Compared to what I've heard, like what the people had complaints about it, what people had to say about it, it was like a lot of like, it's really long. First of all, it's very long winded. There were a lot of long shots that felt unnecessary, is what people said, right? I didn't think so. If I felt that way, I would have fallen asleep during it. I didn't. I was very engaged with the entire thing. So, that's my general my general rule. If I can sit down and just like consume it without, my mind tracking to other things, I think it was fine. At least I think it's decent. Still doesn't feel real that you're back. Well, enjoy it. Revel in it before I go away for another bit. another bing bong. I don't know. It's just like this past month has been so weird. Just cause it's felt like summer break. You know what I mean? Like you you're suddenly like not that I'm like suddenly released from like all my internet. All my internet. All the internet. All the internet. Oh fuck. Wait, actually. Come on, man. I'm trying to talk. The internet. Yeah, my internet's being bad right now. I'll just before I keep talking, I'll just sit here and wait. Holy lag. Yeah, holy lag, right? That's not good. Come back to us. Come back to us. Holy. Oh. Oh. Nope. Nope. No. Come back. Shit. I mean, I could just wait. I Ah, yes. I forgot I had that ability. To communicate telepathically. My mouth, the fact that my lips don't move and that it it moves in one direction every time I say something. That was already like a stretch, but now wow, it's like it's not going back. It's like constantly jumping. Holy. This has been happening more and more often. Oh. Oh. Wow, really? It's amazing that it hasn't come back yet. Oh. You know, oh, like okay, we're back. Cool. I forgot what I was talking about, but you know, I was kind of lucky with the timing of when I kind of quote unquote stopped streaming for a little bit. Cause as soon as I stopped streaming, just like kind of within like the first couple weeks or so, like there was like a bunch of there was a bunch of issues that happened with both my computer and the internet. The internet thing is kind of weird because after I stopped streaming like a week after, there was a day where like the internet was gone for the entire day, which is like whatever, right? Like people can do things without the internet, but like we were waiting for it, and I looked at like our I was wondering what was up. Apparently there was some kind of like like vandalization issue with our internet, so it just gone out for a bit, and now it feels like it feels less reliable than it did before. So it's like great, our internet's kind of fucked. Hopefully it'll fix itself at some point. Well, hopefully they'll look into it. And and also with the computer, I had a problem with the new computer where it kept blue screening. It kept blue screening because of my audio interface. And it was a whole thing, I think, about like the drivers for the audio interface were weird because one, they didn't make drivers for Windows 11, and also like this entire thing were like the drivers were like broken to an extent. So specifically when I was using when I was on Discord and I was using my mic while I was playing a game, it would blue screen sometimes, and that was a pain in the ass. It also, I think, fucked over the computer, but it it did happen enough times where I think it did some permanent damage, methinks, but you live. I'll live through it. It only happens when I play a game. So I'm not too broken up about it. But yeah, the thing is, the blue screening, it was happening, right? And I was like, oh, god damn it. Because it happened sometimes on the old computer, and I didn't really mind it. I wasn't super concerned about it, right? But when I got the new computer and I started doing it on this thing, my brother started becoming really concerned. And he was like, let me buy you something. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And then it happened like 10 more times, and I was like, okay, you can do it. Here you go. This is the one I think is good. And then he bought it for me. And now I'm using that one. So if my voice sounds different, it's because of that. Also, I did like change some audio settings on on OBS. So blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Yo, I don't even know what I was talking about before the lag spike. I completely forgot. Honestly, very. Oh, that's good. That means it hasn't changed much. That means it hasn't changed much, which is fine. I think my audio is good the way it is now. You know, this past month, if anything, I've kind of just taken it to kind of reflect on a couple things in my life. That makes it sound so like I'm ready to move on, you know. But it was a big just it was a big reflection moment for me. More I'll say femboy moment. I'm trying to have a moment right now. Can't I don't want to talk about red hearts. I did okay. I did that, right? Because Eternal Return. Eternal Return, I was they started the new season like a month ago, right? Or like 2 weeks ago. In the middle of January, and I was like, "Oh, I got to do like there's like some event stuff that you can do in order to get some like free stuff in game." And I'm like, "Cool, I'll just look through all these." I'm like, "Okay, gotta listen to the season song, you know, that's cool." I'm glad they do that. It's all nice and fun. It's like, "Oh, you guys share friend codes with each other. All right, I'm gonna get boy to do this with me." All right. And then at the bottom, right, it's just like, "Share your cover of the song. Here's the instrumental." And I'm like, oh no. oh no. No. Yo, you cannot have me. Never in my fucking life will I ever do a song like that voluntarily ever without some kind of compensation. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get me to sing something like that, you better pay me. And like, here's the thing, right? I didn't get paid. And at most, I get paid in like not real currency, right? But more than like the kind of getting paid part and like, you know, getting comped for it. It was kind of it was a way for me to I saw it more of I can't speak. I saw it more in a way of getting me back into kind of a flow when it comes to singing and stuff. Because I'll be frank, I took a long time to just like kind of recover some things. I just wanted like a reset. I just wanted a reset from on a lot of things, and singing was kind of one of them. And I was like, maybe I'll get to do that. With what money? you tell me. With what money are you gonna do that with? Hi, Ambrosia. Go get your food. I'll try to expound on everything as slowly as I can. My currency is gold. Oh, really? Wow. Then go spend it on yourself then, man. USD is gonna be pretty forward. Wow, really? Go like buy like a laptop that isn't just like 4 gigs of RAM. Actually, I don't even know how expensive that is nowadays. Oh. Maybe, just maybe you can like commission me or request something of me. I don't know. I forget what my my like donation rules are. Other than no chargebacks. Of course no chargeback. Don't fucking charge me back. You know how much trouble that is for peeps? Me specifically? You know how much trouble that is? I lie still for Oh yeah, you can send a message. Is there anything else? Money throwing. Yep, that's it. And then the Discord, then the throne. If I'm being honest, I haven't looked at any of my streaming stuff in a very, very long time. What is my... You know, for something like that, you probably have to go through my coffee. What is the price for my coffee anyways? I haven't looked at my coffee in a second. I want to do some more stuff on here. Oh yeah, my coffee is $5. What are my terms for this? I remember it taking a long time to like kind of really think about this. I haven't... Okay. You only need to pay the base $5 in order to get me to get started on your request. Paying any more will be considered tips. That is true. No refunds. Yep. Sing. I will not do any explicit 18 plus stuff. Yes. Vocaloid, J genres. Yep. If desired, please specify the part you want. If not, I will sing like a short version of your song. Right. That. I forgot about that. Where do you redeem that? I didn't think about that part. Where... Should we sort that out now? How to turn in that? Because you... Sonomy and Ambrosia had a free commission from me. I remember this. A free base commission. I guess I never thought about it for you specifically. For Ambrosia and Sonomy, they have me on Discord, so... You better not. Yeah, they have me on Discord, so they could just contact me through that. But for you, you don't. You know what you do have me on? You have me on Steam. There you go. You can do it through Steam. No. Like I said, I don't... Where could I... How would I be able to set something like that up? I am very hesitant about my Discord. That's why I didn't make my own Discord server. I only use it for work. My Discord mostly, so... I mean, this would be considered work. Should I make like a marshmallow? Are you? Are you? How does marshmallow even work? If you don't know what marshmallow is, it's like uh anonymous message like app that I think JP people use a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like anonymous messages and stuff. Maybe. The thing is, like, if I made one, no one would use it, so. I think that'd be fun though, like a Q&A. An AMA. Question and answer. Ask me anything. Kind of type. I always thought like streams like that would be cool, but it just requires just like a solid flow of kind of questions. Question. Mm-hmm. Answer. No. But yeah, like Q&A stuff would be fun. I said this before I left, right? But I want to like kind of limit what is answer. I'm not telling you. For a friend, not me. I'm not telling anybody. Like I said, I'm not, or I said this before I stopped. I kind of want to limit giving out giving out information like that, especially on like streams. Just because who knows what would happen if like some random guy shows up. You know what I mean? Where I think we're coming into 2026, right? Is I think a lot of people are starting to realize how fucking dangerous the the internet kind of is. So you give it to me off stream? No. I'll give it to you never. You don't need it. So I don't see a reason for you needing it, so I'm not going to give it to you. You know what I mean? Like Yo, Ambrosia, what's up? But yeah, like the internet is just I remember reading a post recently about like how easy it is to like get yourself doxxed on the internet, and it's just like, yeah, just gotta start being more careful. But at the same time, right? A lot of people need the internet to kind of exist, and then there's that connection that needs to exist on the internet, and then it's like a whole thing of like anything could happen, you know, in life. Period. Who knows? How you doing, Berja? I am so tired. I'm not tired. I'm just like I didn't. This feeling that I have right now is very like I attach it so much to streaming because it's the only time I feel this way, but it's just like nothing is coming to my mind, and it's so like I don't know what to talk about. Oh, that's fun. Go make yourself food. What are you eating? Actually, kind of today's right. Today's kind of packed for me, right? We're just the last like the last 24 hours and the next 24 hours is not hectic, but it's gonna be exhausting just cause like later today I have to go somewhere. Yeah, you did. That's great. It's good that you feel that way. But yeah, I have to go somewhere later. I wasn't planning on streaming alone anyways, probably like an hour or two of just like talking about how things have been. But later I have to go somewhere for a little event, and then people are gonna come back and they're gonna eat pho at my place, and I'll be busy for a little stint, and it sucks because I planned this right. I planned this thing to happen, right? And like I'm like nothing's gonna happen. Nothing has happened for the past like couple weeks. It'll just be like any normal day. They're just gonna nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna but it'll it'll be like when I'm just working alone in my room and nothing is happening in the house, right? But no, they're gonna eat the Viet thing, the soup at my place. Yo, the thing about it's just unfortunate timing. Because of it being fully talking. Because if I'm being fully honest, right, I would probably fall asleep after the stream today. I'm tired. I'm mega tired. But nope. But yeah, I was talking about something earlier, and I completely forgot about it. Yeah. Oh, okay. I kind of remember. Yeah. So for like the past month, right? I've just been kind of taking my time reflecting. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. I essentially I like my goal for like my first month, right? Was one, I wanted to make a song, which I didn't even make in time, right? I didn't really have the motivation for it. But more than that, I wanted to do a lot of reflecting in order to kind of have a life plan, you know what I mean? Cuz oh, I don't know if this is like communicated well enough between us, streamer and viewer, right? My life right now is very like I don't want to say empty, but it's very like I'm very lucky to be in a position where I really don't do a lot. You know what I mean? Right? And I can thank a lot of people for that. I can thank like basically everybody in my house right now. But you know, it's come to the point where guilt kind of sets in. And you know, there's like there's slack that needs to be picked up, right? And the longer I don't grab that rope, right, it's just gonna be harder and harder to pull back. So that was a big reason why I took basically that's a big reason why I took the month off. I just wanted to kind of think about how things would look moving forward, and if I needed to not particularly change, but think about how I would be able to navigate my life in order for it to bear fruit, right? Show a result. And and I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot. Kind of my like why. Why was I so okay with kind of sitting at this point of my life and being like, this is fine, right? And for a lot of things, and I don't know if this is like, I'm gonna turn up the music. I don't know if this is obvious between us, right? But for me, right, I am a man that is scared of so many things. you know why? I couldn't tell you, right? I'm so scared of like messing up something. I'm so scared of being something more than I should be. I'm so scared of kind of the repercussions of what might happen if I do something, right? And so I end up being like a sheeple in my own story where I'm supposed to be the main character. You know what I mean? And I was okay for it for such a long time because I was okay with where I was for a very long time because I felt safe, I felt a lot of very like I was taking like me starting streaming, right? Felt like such a big step for me, right? It felt like, oh, this is a new chapter, yeah. And realistically, yeah, it was. It was probably the best decision I could have made. That decision was 2 years ago. I haven't made another big decision like that since. Right? And it it sucks. I think while I was streaming and kind of, doing my own thing and kind of not riding the flow of the ocean, right? Obviously, I still made decisions here and there, and there were still like developments while I was streaming, right? My first banned person, I definitely remember. Stuff like that, but I was alongside that, I was just kind of waiting, I was waiting for something to happen. I was like, I wanted something to happen so bad How long did you stream before your first ban? Like a year. Like a year. I remember my first ban. It was somebody who came to the stream and we got along well because we had a shared interest in something. But after a while, and this is kind of why I I kind of have distaste for a certain like demographic of viewer, right? But there was a certain point where they started treating not treating the space like a chat room. That's not I don't think I have a necessary problem with that. It's when you start blatantly like not respecting what I say and request from what I request from you as a chatter. You know what I mean? And if there's a point where I feel like, you know, us, like the, you know, whatever relationship between streamer and viewer, whenever I feel like that has been like, you know, there's like a sourness there, that is a ban. That's my general rule nowadays too. If I feel as though like someone is overstepping their boundaries, right? Whether it be for me or for them or for the other chatters, right? That's kind of my rule nowadays. That's the thing. And that's what I mean, right? When I say like streaming, yeah, starting streaming was a really big step for me, right? And I haven't taken any big steps, any other big steps outside of that. I wonder to myself, I'm like, why? Why is that? And it's because like streaming itself is such like a, you know, it's such like a, not grueling. It's not hard. It's not. It's not hard, right? To say that streaming is hard, I think is not necessarily true. But for someone like me who kind of has to navigate things socially, for me it's very demanding. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how people feel about, I don't know how you guys feel about me saying this, right? But I feel like I'm a very like I'm a very like socially inept person. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the easiest person to get along with. I could like, yeah, I'm charismatic, but I'm charismatic to an extent, but like, you know, I feel like I have a lot more flaws than the average person. So I have a lot more flaws than the average person compared to like, or in terms of like how I handle myself around people and like my emotions, kind of stuff like that. And you know, I'm kind of like a pissy baby in a lot of senses, right? So like stuff like that happening is so like, ugh, to me. I don't know where you're getting that from. I don't know what that means. I don't think that's true. Like the thing is like if I was, I have to admit that to an extent that there's some kind of like appeal to me for people to be watching me. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by charismatic. But yeah, it's like, it's the fact that things like that take such a toll on me, right? That I'm kind of like scared to take other steps. You know what I mean? And I know I feel like the things that I should do as like a streamer in order to be successful, right? I feel like it would it could all be so easy, right? You know what I mean? But it just isn't for me. It's just like it's not. You know what I mean? Like here's the thing, I like doing this. I like I know I said streaming isn't like the goal, but I think streaming is fun, you know, in the sense that I think of it. You know what I mean? Like streaming in the sense of me just hanging out and playing a video game with peeps and like I don't know, banter, funny joke bit, you know, like that's fun, right? But like being someone online is so much more than that. And realistically, there is so much more to that. Sometimes it just feels like I'm not cut out for it. For the things outside of that. You know what I mean? The kind of the socializing, the getting along with people, the kind of the being friends. I'm not I feel like I say this a lot. I'm not a good friend. I suck as a friend. I don't know why like some people put up with me. Not to say that like I don't have any friends outside of the boys. And even then, I say this a lot. And I really don't. I feel like I have to like step on eggshells in order to like say this thing. Because it's like I don't want to demean my relationship with them, right? But like the boys, they're not, they don't feel like friends to me. They're like, okay, this is how I'll say it, because I think this is the best way to put it. They're like my brothers, right? They're like my brothers. That's who they are. And the boys includes my actual brother, right? But my family, right, is not, I'm not close with my family. You know what I mean? No. Read the first rule, Jack. But does that make sense? I'm trying to think of a way to say it. The boys, I don't think of them as my friends. I think of them as brothers. But the way that I think of my brothers, right, is not as close as you would expect it to be. You know what I mean? And it sucks to say that because I know that they think of, or at least I know that some, it sucks because I know like for a fact that like, I know for a fact that like, at least I know some of the boys, like they think, you know, they think of the boys as like, you know, best friends, right? And I'm like, I understand that. Yes. And I'm happy to be included in that group. It's just, I don't necessarily feel that same way. And it sucks. And I'm not saying that there's like a lack of empathy. There's just a, for me, right, there's just like an inherent lack of trust. Not within them, but just within everybody. No. We are not friends. I will always say this. I'll always say this. And this is just a reminder for those who have never heard it. If I meet you through a live stream in my chat, the chances that we become friends is net 0. Seriously. We are not friends. Stop trying to force it. Because, like I said, friends, the idea of friends, I just, the concept of it in my mind, it's like, it's the last thing I need. It's the last thing I need right now. It's the last thing I need in terms of, like, worrying in my life. You know what I mean? I need I need less people to care about. And from what I'm saying, it seems like I don't care about that many people. So, whoopsies. You catch drift? Is the drift being caught right now? I think about that with anybody, man. I'm not looking for friends. I don't want to get along with people right now. I don't want to get along with people in the sense of, like, you know, I can never imagine myself there, you know? Where is Annette? That's who I want to be friends with. Annette. Where's she at? I need to be friends with a real life Annette. Finally. Yeah, it's so hard to put into words. Really, it is. I don't want I want to be more concerned about myself, right? And where I am at before I concern myself with too many other people, because there will be a point where I can't help but to. You know, one of the things that I always remember, right? And I think of it as very defining for me about the kind of person I am, right? Such a long fuck. While I was in school, one of the biggest things that I hated about school, right, was, I'm trying to think of a specific situation. Hold up. I can't remember a specific situation, man. I can't. Nope. One of the things in school, or one of the things that made me hate school so much, right, is constantly having to be around other people, right? Which is like, what does that mean, right? What does that mean? You're constantly around people all the time. You're around people right now, right? But no, more in the sense of, like, I was always kind of scared of how I was perceived in school. it was a big like it was a big uh it was a big insecurity from like middle school to high school, right? And when I really can't think of a specific situation, but whenever I was in whenever I got in trouble with my dad, right? For a reason like that, right? He would always say to me like, who cares what other people think, you know? And I always thought that that way of thinking was so flawed. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. I just think he says that as like I just think he said it wrong. I think he said it wrong, right? But whenever I think about like him saying that, right? I always think like, why shouldn't you? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, it's not these situations, they don't stem from like actual like whatever bullying or like, you know, people being like, wow, that's weird, right? It stems from the insecurity, the imagining of the situation, right? Of that happening. And whenever I heard him say that, I was always like, why not? You know what I mean? Because it's not real, right? It's an insecurity, and the reality is those whoever you're imagining is judging you are actually really good people, right? And you want to care about what they think. So like whenever I thought about that, I always like, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? Like, isn't caring about others and what they think, isn't that what makes us human? You know what I mean? It more than anything, it kind of reinforces that feeling, right? And on the flip side, it also makes me think that there are people in the world who don't care who don't care about like other people, and those people scare me. They do. They truly do. And this isn't like a it isn't like a clear cut like this guy's an asshole. I'm an asshole. You should care about me. And I'm like, no, obviously I wouldn't care about what you think. You're an asshole, right? But fuck. How do I say it? There's like a nuance to that. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that. That's what I struggle with. And I'll be frank. I haven't been able to stop struggling with it. Truly, realistically. I think I get away with it sometimes by acting very aloof. Or laughing. Hase laughing in distress is a very real thing. Especially on stream. If something like that happens on stream and I start like laughing, it's like that. But I don't know. Where am I going with this? I forget. This is such sad talk. I completely forgot where I was going with it. But you know what I mean? That's yeah. I don't know. This is I call myself like a broken human because of it. I there's like an extent of me where it's like I believe in something so much that like I don't know if I can change it the way I think or what he said to me and what I interpreted it as. Like I'm so like I was so I so yeah. I echo chambered myself so much into it that I don't know if I could think of it any other way. so I so instead of like bothering myself with instead of like bothering myself with like, you know, human relationships, because realistically that is the way to like quote unquote fix it. Or like, you know, like exposure. That's why I'm done with friends. You know what I mean? I don't want to care about people. I want to be in a world where I don't care so I could like I could do about things. But then here I am as like a live streamer who like has to care about like people on the internet of all places, which is the worst place to kind of think about it. And it's just like here I am. Yeah, it's ugh. I think about it a lot, but to like vocalize it, right? I whatever. Hopefully that makes sense. Ah, that's what I've learned over over my over my month. I You know, one of the things that I thought about while I was over break, cuz I thought about that, right? Kind of like how I as like a person, I truly, you know, despite the fact that I kind of sit here and you're on the Hase Utahara channel, right? Realistically, I don't want to be like I don't want to be center stage in anything, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a somebody who matters to people too much. Wow, that was so sad. I don't want to be what was I going to say? Shit. I don't want to be my desire to like kind of take up Is that what it is? Is that what Shinji had to go through? Get in the robot. I don't want to. Fuck. Shit. Wait. I want to be somebody that like that's like helpful to people. You know what I mean? That's what I want to be. I don't know if I'm like going into streaming with like the wrong mindset or whatever, right? And I know people go into streaming with like, "Oh, I want to create a safe space for people." And, "Oh, I want to find people to get along with. Oh, I want to be famous or something," right? I just I just want I just want to help. I just want to help. I want to be someone that's useful. I want to be someone that's helpful. I want to be somebody that doesn't burden other people. Those are my like New Year's resolutions. And that's like reason number one on why I should stop. You know what I mean? If I don't want to be like at the center of of everything that happens here, then like what's the point? But at the same time, it's fun. I have fun. And that sounds, it's such a selfish like reason, but yeah. But more than that, it's just this feels like streaming feels like the only thing that I could do in my position to like be that. You know what I mean? You know, saying it like that makes it sound like I've lost my purpose over the last month. Not true. It's just over the last month I felt what's the right word? Weird. Yeah, sure. I felt weird about the whole thing, just kind of like not doing what I think would be helping. Well, hello, yo, Sanami, what's up? How you doing? But yeah, that's kind of a lot of what I've been thinking about in terms of like my position, what I want to do, my life plan, kind of. Maybe you got a glimpse into kind of like how I think, and I don't, like I said, I don't want to be somebody that like garners like fucking sad points. You know what I mean? Like I don't want pity points. That's just where I am in terms of my life and kind of how I think about things. And yeah. You know, I said something during the Red Hearts pre-chat, if you were there, right? The thing about like life or whatever, because Ambrosia was like, I don't have a life, and I'm like, everyone has a life, it's just what you make of it, right? That is something that over the month that I've kind of felt pretty strongly about. The kind of like life is kind of what you make of it, right? And there are like small things that you overlook, but also like life is just something that you have so much control over. Even like even more so than, I don't know, I feel like people underestimate kind of what they can do in terms of like you know, changing their life to go in a certain direction, right? I think people constantly underestimate that. And that was something else that I wanted to say before that the song started, but then YouTube character cap, and also like the song starting in like 3 minutes. I just didn't. It wasn't. I didn't have the time to really think about it. But I was thinking about that a lot recently, just cause I was thinking about how I was thinking about if it was possible, more kind of. If it was possible for me to get into a position that I wanted to be in, right? This year. Which it is, right? Very much is. And you know what? God help me. You know what I've kind of been getting into again recently, kind of? Also, did you skip the time for the premiere, or was I just tripping? No. It was like a 1 minute. It was a 1 minute countdown for the premiere. For the song? Or for... Yeah, for the song, right? I didn't skip. No. I just left as soon as the song started. Oh, God. But yeah. You know, I've been... Really? Oh. I don't know then. It was a minute. That's the minimum amount of time it takes, or that's the lowest amount of time in like when the countdown starts, like the option that YouTube gives you. Yeah, that's the lowest amount of time. I just chose that because I'm like, I'm not making people wait a minute for this. Oh, no, it does that sometimes. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. It just does that. YouTube, like if you load in slow, it'll just skip like a couple seconds, or it'll skip depending on how fast you load into the pre-premiere timer. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. But yeah. Fuck. You know what I've been really getting into recently that kind of made me think that way? Manga. I hate. I don't hate manga. It's just I hate reading it. But I forget what made me... Oh, it's because, okay, this is what happened. There was... Okay, so I was on Twitter. And and because my Twitter is basically almost unfiltered, right? I just get like a bunch of like everything, right? Well, like everything like weeb coded, right, is on me because I follow a lot of anime people. Right? But the first time I looked at it, I was like, I was on Twitter, and then I was scrolling and I was like, oh, look, one of those like manga panel like re-uploaders posted something on Twitter, and I'm like, oh wow. And it was a picture of a dude smashing a girl's head onto like a running train. And I'm like, wow, cool. And then I forget what the manga was called. It was called like I Love You, So Please Let Me Kill You, or something like that. It's a manga about a disease that makes you kill people. And I was like, oh, cool. And I read it. I spent the entire day reading it. I don't know what happened. I searched it up. It was there on Manga Dex, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'll just read a chapter. And then, like, it was like noon, right? Because I'd just woken up, and I was still I was still reading it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hmm. It it was dumb. The story was dumb. If you read it for the gore, kind of it's gore. And then there's kind of a story that felt pivoted in so many ways. Not great, but like I read it and I was like, huh, okay. And I really didn't feel much from it. The thing is, right? I talked about this a long time ago, right? But the reason why I don't really like reading manga or watching anime or or webtoons, I don't read those anymore, is because I don't like it. It makes me feel bad. Should I just be straight up about it? Should I just be straight up about it? It's because I kind of feel jealous about the life in there, which is like, why? You know what I mean? It's just like some of the manga you read, they're in like a death game where they have to like they have to choose to vote people and kill them, and then there's like the other ones where it's like there's like monsters going around, and it's like, but at least it's like something, you know what I mean? You know, when I don't know if people remember the story, right? But kind of the initial reason why I feel this way is because one of the manga that I read, right, when I was much younger, right, was this manga about, it was like a zombie apocalypse, but this dude and this girl were like stuck in like a closet for a bit while the zombie apocalypse broke out, and then they came out and suddenly they had to start surviving. There's like a scene. There's a scene in that manga where they were like in the middle of a road in like a prison truck, like a like a prisoner carrier truck, right? And they were like taking turns like sleeping in the truck. Like one guy was outside, and then like the main character girl, she came out and like she started hitting on the guy, and then they started going at it, right? Like they were out like like they were outside on the truck in the middle of like an open road. He was sitting on a seat, like a foldable chair, and they just started doing it. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But what made me feel really bad about it was when they started doing it, one of the other girls who had a crush on the guy woke up, and she like knocked on the truck, and it like made a noise, and the girl was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this, and then the guy was like, no, we have to do this, and they just started doing it, and I'm like, oh. Oh. Oh, I don't feel so good. This sucks. That made my heart sink. I don't know why. But yeah, ever since then I really just don't I don't feel great watching any of that kind of stuff. Manga, movies, webtoons. Kind of you know, it's, I don't know if it's a trauma, but it's definitely like a I felt this way about this thing at some point, so I don't like it. I felt terrible. I felt really bad. Yeah, like I avoided all like, cuz I'm a contrarian at heart, realistically. So like I didn't read anything that was like popular, but I was just like, oh, I guess people read this, so Or I get this exists and people don't really read it, so sure. And then that came up, and I was like, but yeah, realistic. I enjoyed reading stuff like that. Contrarian? You do not know what contrarian means? It means I like things that people normally don't like. Like if Naruto was popular or is popular or back then was popular, right? I don't read it. You know what I mean? I don't do the things that seems popular. Yeah. That's what contrarian means. You got to finish writing your own death game. A giant reason why I don't continue it is because I have such an unhealthy relationship with just media in general. You know what I mean? Not dislikes, but just like the not popular stuff. You know what I mean? If something's popular, then I'm not gonna like niche. I went for like the niche stuff. I have such I can't I legit like that. Yeah, basically. It's more of like the yeah, basically. It's just I just have like such a I know I don't like I don't like the stuff, the general like generally like kind of like most like things that are written by people and need to be released, right? I don't like most of it, right? Or it gives me a bad feeling is a better way to put it, right? But then I want to go make my own thing, and it's just like how do I make this thing without making it feel bad for me, but also good? It's just like, you know. Yeah, you know that all that healthy relationship stuff that I talked about at the start of the stream, that goes out the window right now. There are so many things in life and the world that I have so many like that I have such bad like connotations and feelings with and for, that it's so like ugh. When the thing that I said at the start is more like I can imagine what a healthy relationship is like. Not that I have been in one. Not that I have ever been in one, either due to me being a kid or me being the way that I am now. Like, dude, none of it. It all comes back full circle. Straight up. I just know what it should be, right? This is what I mean when I say I'm like broken. I know what it's supposed to be like, and I know I can imagine the feelings that are supposed to be there when it comes to like enjoying things and liking people and trusting people. I just can't bring myself to feel that way. That's why I say I'm broken. You know what I mean? Like I'm so not fit for so many things in the world, and that's why I'm scared of it. And that's why I feel bad about it. That's just one thing could go wrong and suddenly I could be at fucking death's edge, right? I am a fragile man. I am a sensitive man. And the only way I can make up for that is by coming onto a stream and being funny for people. Fuck. There you go. There's my deep dive. Ah. Man. I was reading a manga right like before the stream, but I didn't like it. I only read it because I did read it when I was younger. No, it's Fly. It's the Fly. Yeah. I was reading a manga earlier today, and I was like, wow. And I read it when I was younger, and I was like, wow, they love sex. It was, I don't know if you guys know, because it had an anime, like an anime movie, like a couple years ago. You guys know about the Bug Island movie? The one where the children or the high schoolers got stuck on the island with all the bugs? I read that manga before that movie came out. And that was a long time ago. And a lot of sex. And I'm like, wow, they're so like sex pilled. They literally use it as a bargaining chip at every crossroads. You'll save her, right? You'll save her. I'll let you fuck me. And I'm like, oh, I was gonna save her either way. That was one of the ones that felt so fucking like, this is weird. Yes, that one. Don't read it. It's not good. It feels like corrupt media. You know what I mean? I feel like a worse person for reading it. No, it's just like I don't know if it's meant like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's like tackling the theme of hypersexuality, because hypersexuality is a thing that people struggle with, right? But more than that, it was just them constantly fucking. Well, not really. It was mostly them getting killed by bugs, right? But like every down point, it was like, I'm the leader of this group now. All the women take off their clothes, right? It's just like, huh? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Shut up. And then it's like, oh, while the main group was out with the main character girl, while they were out, they came back and they found like, they had kidnapped the sick girl, and like everybody who was watching her was like an old lady and a bunch of like some other high school girls. The girl's gone, the sick girl's gone, the old lady's tied up, and next to them is the high school girls tied up, but they're naked. And I'm like, why'd you did they need to be naked? You didn't need you didn't need to take off their clothes. Like, this is so unnecessary. Seriously, I don't know why I sat and read through some of that. It was it sucked. I thought the idea of the bugs was cool. That's kind of the only reason why I read it. I like the idea of watching bugs kind of get people, you know what I mean? Even though it would be kind of gross, which it kind of was. Sex. You know the thing that made me stop reading it? You know what made me stop reading it? There was a point where during the sequel of the manga, right? Spoilers if you want to read the manga, by the way, which you shouldn't, unless you want to see people die. That's the only reason why you would want to see it, right? During the sequel, which is called like Die, the Giant Island with Bugs or whatever, right? They went to a school because there was like another group of people in like a school hiding out in a school that they wanted to meet up with. Oh no, the girl that got the sick girl that got kidnapped got taken to that school, right? And then the main group followed them, right? And they went there, right? And the people who kidnapped the girl got found out, right? And it caught, and you were like, oh shit, we got caught. Oh, we're so sorry. And it's like, are we good? And then the main character girl, she's like, yeah, we're good. Even though, like, yo, they fucking, you know what they did? When they first arrived on the island, they kidnapped one of the girls in the main group. They stripped her, and then they dropped her in a box of, like, maggots. Right? And then it's like, uh-oh. And then she got saved by some other guy, right? But then, like... But then they... What was next? Then after they meet up at a shrine where the sick girl is at, right? And then they're like, oh, we gotta go get some supplies at a hospital to save the sick girl. And it's like, okay, the main girl and some other people go. And then it's like a dude, a girl, and another dude, right? And then they go to the hospital, right? And they grab supplies, and then they're like, oh, we're so sorry about what we did to your friend. And the main girl's like, oh, it's okay. And then it's like, they take out like this bottle of alcohol from the shelf, and it's like, let's drink to commemorate our new friendship, right? And then they all drink it, and then the main girls get like, I don't know if it was like they get roofied or something, but they like pass out, right? And then all like the bad dude and the bad girl and another girl were still awake, and they were like, lightweights. let's take the medical supplies back and say that the other half of our group died. And then we'll get all the glory for bringing back all the blood, right? And I'm like, what? And then, you know what? They insert a fucking like random ass sex scene here, because it's like, oh, because the other girl that wasn't the bad girl or the bad boy, right? She liked the main character girl, right? And she's like, she's asleep right now. You could take advantage of her right now. And then she started, like, she stripped her naked. And I was like, what is happening? What are you doing? And then the main character woke up. She saw her, and she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. And it's just like, huh? And then it's like, okay, cut to the bad guy, the bad girl, and some other dude, like, going back to the shrine or to bring back all the hospital supplies. And then, uh-oh, what is that in the forest? Oh, mountain leeches, giant mountain leeches. And then they get assaulted by leeches. Only the other dude died. The bad dude and the bad girl don't die, right? And then they come back. Or the main character girl, she saves them. She's like, what would you do without me? And then they go back to the place, and they're like, oh, you got supplies. And he's like, yeah, but we lost a guy. And the other girl got bit by a mountain leech. And then they went out. Then the main character girl went out again. The bad guy and the bad girl stayed behind. And then that's when they kidnapped the sick girl and went to the school, right? And then they got caught at the school by the main group. And they were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they were like, oh, we're sorry. Oh, God. And then the main character girl, for some reason, is like, it's okay. It's not like you haven't done multiple bad things before, even though you've already said sorry, you know? And then, like, And then like insert sex scene here where the bad guy is like, I love you, Shrine Maiden. And then they have sex, right? And then the Shrine Maiden comes up to the main character girl and she's like, the bad guy wants to talk to you. And she's like, okay. And then one of the girls, she's like, you shouldn't go by yourself. I'll go with you. And the main character girl's like, no, it's fine. I can go by myself. And then she goes, and then she gets tied up. And then her best friend's there, and she's like, and then the bad guy's like, in order to signify this new trusted friendship between us, have sex with character's best friend. She's like, oh, have sex with me. And I'm like, then, oh shit, my internet. Oh, my internet. Ah, they really didn't appreciate my synopsis. Oh, my internet. Oh, my internet. How much of that was lost? But yeah, he was like, I don't know at what point it started lagging and when it stopped. But they go to school, catch bad guy. Bad guy wants to meet up with Bug Girl, main character, and she's like, I trust this. And then they get tied up. She and main character and best friend, she's like, bad guy's like, main character will have sex with me. And then main character best friend, she's like, no, you have sex with me. And then it's like, you have to kiss this thing down here in order to prove yourself. And they just start doing it. And I'm just like, this is so weird. What is happening? And then like praying mantis started attacking the fucking school. And then like they were in the middle of this when they started attacking. And then they were like, oh no, praying mantis. And then it's like, we gotta go help them. And then they untie the main character girl and she goes saves them. But then like during that, it was like the main character's best friend, she was in the middle of doing it, right? And she's naked and she's like, oh, we have to go help them. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll go help them, but you're gonna stay with me. And then she's like, oh, don't worry, I'm already yours. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. This sucks. I hate this officially. I think that's just what it is. I think that's just what it is. I think it's just like, it feels like porn. It felt like it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably is like the closest like an ecchi manga can get to like porn. You know what I mean? There is just so much like nonsense happening. It just sucks. Hi, Sonami. I don't want you to hear this, so we could probably stop talking about this. Is that what it is? Am I being psychoanalyzed? Thank God we don't have giant praying mantis and dumb main girl. It's borderline erotica. It is erotica basically. They were fucking constantly. Sorry, Sonami. Jesus. All right, we're good. I'm good. I'm done. If anything, rereading that might have just weaned me off of manga again, which thank God. What broke me was the main character girl saying, oh yeah, I'm already yours. I'm pretty sure she was acting, right? But it's just like, the thought of that. I don't know. The thought of corruption is just... Ugh. Ugh. Hase the NTR hater. That's what it is. I'll shut my ears. Don't worry. We're done. I'm done talking about it. But yeah, you know, I'll tell you a good manga that I actually like quite a bit. It's not like insanely like written, or it's not like crazy, right? It's not. There's no crazy concept. There's no giant bugs. It's actually just a rom-com. I'll probably keep myself updated on it. I don't know why. I don't know why this one's okay. I generally don't like reading rom-coms. Hoseki no Kuni. No, it's called Yane no Shita no Artemis. And it's about, it's like a very normal, like, dude gets evicted but has to get a job at like, has to get a job as a teacher by like his cousin, and it's just like a rom-com ensues. His student is a girl, but he also has a senpai at his college that is a girl, and then he has a childhood friend that is a girl. Technically a harem. I don't really think of it as a harem, realistically. I feel like there's a very clear-cut, like, someone he's interested in. I won't say who. I like it. It's like fluff. Is he also a girl? Yes, secretly he is also a girl. It was all Yuri. Sorry, I'm a Yuri. I don't want to say Yuri turd. Yuri turd, but replace the U with a. People call them that. I don't feel great saying that. So sorry. Yeah, I'm a Yuri. You know, I should read, like, I have, like, Yuri manga. It's some of the only manga I own is Yuri anthologies. Crazy enough. I don't know if I was being performative when I bought it, because I did buy it on a school trip. but I bought it because I was like, oh, this is cute, and I read it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. Like stuff. You know what? I don't watch anime. I refuse to, basically, at this point in my life, right? But you know what I've been seeing clips of and have been really enjoying? The anime about the invisible guy and the blind girl is really cute. It's like extremely cute. God. Look at them being happy. I hate it. No, I think it's really well done. But my favorite thing about it is actually, I don't know if anybody's gonna be surprised by it, but is actually the voice acting. The voice acting, what the Invisible Man and his soon to be wife is, I think, is what it's called, right? The voice acting for the blind girl, I forget what Shizuka, I think her name is. I think that's her name. The blind girl. The voice acting for her is done so well. She is adorable. Seriously. Like, I really don't... Man. Is this when I admit that I have a voice fetish? I mean, I thought... The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. It's running right now, so it has like 6 episodes right now, I think. It's very cute. But yeah. Oh, I thought it was obvious that I'm like into like voices. I've said that before, definitely. But yeah, her voice, man. God. Who is her voice actor? I should look at it. She's very good. The Invisible Man. Cool, there it is. She's good. It is her name. Wow. Nikui Yuka. Is she new? I've never seen her before. She is very good at her job. Oh, wow. She is fairly new. Wow. Huh? Oh, kid. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. It's very cute. Would it? I don't watch anime by seasons anymore. I don't watch anime, period. Right? I don't watch it. I just see clips of it on Twitter. So I don't. I don't know if it's like the anime of the season. There's a bunch of things running this season, including Oshinoko 3, which people are having a field day with on Twitter. But if you watch any anime, I would recommend that one. From an inexperienced guy with weird relationship with media. Recommendation, yeah. You know, I'm trying to weed myself off of Twitter too. I haven't looked at Twitter on my computer because I took it off of my like my what is it called? Like the quick search? Not the bookmark, but like there's like a when you open the Google tab, like the main Google tab, there's like the bunch of icons down there. I took it off of there. I'm trying to get off of Twitter. I'm trying real because I don't even use it. You know what I mean? I don't use it as a social media for like my platform. You know what I mean? And like all it does is just it makes me feel bad about things. And it makes me feel sad and scared of things that happen in the world and people and their opinions and how far they're willing to take them. So I'm trying to get off of that. Like I already limit myself on Twitter on my phone because I can't look at it. I can't look at it when I'm out. I make it so I can't use service on it. But I'm ready to just like full delete it. Bless. My first actual healthy decision. I don't know. Twitter just feels bad recently. Well, always. It's always felt bad. I feel like I think my moments of weakness are all are all triggered from Twitter. So yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, I'll get off of it at some point. And maybe when that happens, maybe I can start focusing on things that actually matter. Which it's already been 2 hours. I think it's have we talked enough today? Have you guys gotten the gist of what my break has been like and what I've realized and how I feel about things? I guess I should talk about kind of the future, right? I want to come back. I want to come back to some capacity. Soon? Not really. I don't. How's your gochujang? I'm actually kind of going through it. Kind of crazy. It was sitting in my fridge for a long time just because I didn't know what to do with it. Was it? No. I only started reading it today. I only started reading it today. I read it. Or are you talking about the stream? Which the stream that was like a 20-minute stint. My bad. I only read it today when I woke up and I was like, oh, it's there. Oh, I mean, yeah. like what? What would have been more useful, right? You don't need advice from me. But yeah, I want to come back, but just not not soon. Yeah, I don't want to come back soon. Look, man. I wasted my time on it and I spent like and at least an hour before stream, like reading it, and I was like, this sucks. This is ass. I like the people dying. I think that's cool. I like the suspense of it, and like, uh-oh, we're gonna die kind of pressure of it, but the actual the anything outside of that kind of sucks. Especially the sex. It's not good. makes me think how like expendable people think intercourse is. Would you just do it with anybody? It's like big in the community? No. Not really. Not really into it. No. Not that I wouldn't be into it. It's more like I just don't want to. I don't want to waste my time on it. If anything, I'll be frank. I read it as like a time killer. It popped up on my Twitter, which I gotta hop off of that. I gotta hop off of Twitter. It popped up on my Twitter, and I was like, oh, I did read that when I was a lot younger, and then I reread it, and I'm like, this sucks. But no, getting into anything new is like, ugh, no, not really. Go watch, what's the one that's big right now? What's the manga that the Mori did the opening for? You know what I'm talking about? Akutagawa? That's a Bungo Stray Dogs character. Who? What is that called? Do you know what I'm talking about? Go read that. Gachi Akuta. That's what it's called. Yeah, go read that. I heard that's good. A lot of people like that. Yeah, it started. There's a lot of tension, or a lot of retention. Not is retention the right word? A lot of attention's been given to it in like the past couple months, and I've only heard good things about it. So go read that if you want a recommendation or whatever. I don't know why I'm recommending stuff. I've never read it. I just know that it's big, and that like a couple of the people that I follow like it. I do want to watch it. Really? It pushed you away from it. See, you're a contrarian too. That's the contrarian mindset. Oh, this is too big. I don't want to watch it anymore. That's exactly what it is. But I'm watching Mob Psycho 100. Ah, that is good. Yeah, that's good. See, we have good taste here. No more giant island bugs. No more of that. Hoseki no Kuni. Hoseki no Kuni. Boy really likes Hoseki no Kuni. Go watch it or something. I wanted to talk about like my plans, but I don't have any other plans other than coming back not soon. Which is yeah. So this will be the last stream for the next little bit. So you had to have said everything that you wanted to say. Oh, I didn't even talk about, man. I didn't even talk about the Nintendo Direct. Or like gaming. No I've been playing games, but you know, if you were paying attention to how what I was saying before about kind of like my mindset and and the things that I was saying before, I think this will make sense. It is so hard for me to play like live service games or like team games, you know. I love Eternal Return, and I want to play it again soon eventually. But God, playing games like that is so hard for me. I can't guarantee anything. That's why it's so rough. But I can't play single player games either because I want to save single player games for streams because I like playing games like that on stream. Is that so hard to ask for? But yeah, some games are coming out. Paranormal Site 2. Yo, Paranormal Site 2 is coming out in like, when is it coming out? Like in 2 weeks or something? Oh my god. Paranormal Site 2. Where is it? It's coming out on the 19th. Nobody remembers Paranormal Site 2 except for Boy. Because Paranormal Site 2 was before Uncheated rated me. So even Sonomy doesn't know what Paranormal Site 2 is. That's something I want to play. Maybe when that comes out, I'll like plan around that. Yeah, Paranormal Site. Paranormal Site, maybe some JRPGs. I want to play more JRPGs. Man. Even though they'll make me feel sad. I know they'll make me fucking feel terrible. JRPGs. I don't even know. What could I play? Nope, I have no idea. Paranormal Site, what else did they announce during that Nintendo Direct? If I'm being frank, so many people said they didn't like that Nintendo Direct, but it was only because it felt so targeted towards some people, which is mostly me and like Bethesda people. So like everybody who made Skyrim and Fallout, those people. Oh, Grand Blue. God, I would love to play Grand Blue. Grand Blue, Relinked. Actually, that's I want to hop on to Versus again at some point. I'd love to do that. Ah, God. I'm so tired. Yeah, Paranormal Site, man. It's, if you don't know, first of all, because they announced it during the Nintendo Direct, right? When they announced it, I first of all initially thought that it was a port, and I was like, oh, well, I guess if they're porting it, then it's whatever. But then it was like all these new things, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Right? And then it ended up being a new game, and I'm like, I gotta play that, right? I ended up going back to my old VOD, the old like series for it, right? And watching it. God, what an idiot. I'm so bad at like reading things. It's kind of amazing how much better I got. Like if you compare me voice acting Paranormal Site to me voice acting what's that game called? The Great Ace Attorney 2. It's a fucking world of a difference. Sorry, I really had to remember that. But yeah, that's why I like can't recommend like my old series that much, which sucks. But that's what happens when you start. I'm only grateful that I kind of started out with Stardew. Stardew's not that heavy, but Paranormal Site definitely like it. That if something was hurt by me starting out like a series, it was definitely Paranormal Site, because I think that's such a good game. Ace Attorney 2? What are you talking about? The Great Ace Attorney 2, Resolve. If you compare that to Paranormal Sight, you'll realize how different it is in terms of my series, like me playing it. Sherlock Sholmes. People missing Sholmes already? People really wanted like an Ace Attorney 7 or something. Or more Danganronpa stuff. Man, I gotta play Danganronpa 2x2 too. 2x2. So many games, so many detective games I need to play. Danganronpa, maybe a new Ace Attorney if it does come out. 100 Line, I need to play 100 Line. Ah, God. Money! Come to me! Find yourself in my hands so that I could settle my debts first. I don't have debts, but there's a couple like bank things that I need to sort out. You know, I realized this recently because I thought it was really funny. So I went out on Friday, right, to watch the Markiplier movie. And my parents, they usually give us money. Me money. My brother gets his own money. And like I sat there and I was like, oh, thank you. I sat there and I was thinking, man, yo, I'm basically being paid to go outside. That is essentially what me going out is like. Oh, you're touching grass. Here's $50. Oh, sick. And then I have to spend it on. I don't have to spend it. I like save it most of the time. I'm very financially responsible, especially recently. Iron Lung mentioned, yeah, very good movie. I did really like it. I won't say anything about it, but it was very good. Like story wise, but it was very good. Methinks. But yeah. Is there anything else that I have to talk about? I feel like I'm like stretching now. People don't want to stretch this out longer. You guys don't want to talk to me for another hour? Hear me yap about something? Streams like this is meant for me, is meant for you to know how I'm doing mentally and understand how I work. And then you understand the reason why you should give me money. It's not coming. Oh, that sucks. Okay, watch it online. Or eventually. I mean, eventually you'll be able to watch it online, but maybe if maybe if someone sells the high seas for it. Yeah, hopefully. I did like it, so. Yeah, no one wants to hear me talk for another hour. So, you guys have anything else you guys want to ask me before I hop off for like another 2 months? Which is unfortunate. But I said this when I first left, right? But I want to focus on making music first. I want to focus on making music. I want to focus on kind of not my reputation. I don't more than I don't care about my reputation. I just straight up don't want people to know me. But if they do know me, I want them to know me for doing the singing thing more than me doing the streaming thing. Right? Well, you've lost your chance. Your chance to answer questions is now, though. Or your chance to ask questions is now. When's the next time I'll stream? I don't know. I kind of wanted to do a stream every time I uploaded something, like a new music, mostly. I just wanted to every time I upload new music, but it doesn't seem. Oh, maybe there might be times where I don't want to stream, so I don't want to like force it. You know what I mean? I don't like. I don't want to force myself to be like, oh, I gotta stream because I'm uploading. You know what I mean? At least we'll be aware of your stream times. Maybe, maybe there might be times where I don't stream after I upload, and then you'll just be waiting on a Saturday or Sunday morning, like being like, where is he at? What is he doing? What is he doing? Right. But I'm gonna be frank. I don't know what to do next. You know what I'll do? I'll like schedule it. And if you see the scheduled stream, then it means I'm gonna do something that day. How about that? If you see like, oh, how say like the free chat, but it's an actual stream like that. That's what it's gonna be like. That's how you'll know. What was I just saying? Oh my god, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, I don't really know what to do next. You know what I mean? I don't know how to. Well, if I schedule it early enough, it'll be up for a little bit before I stream it. So just hope to God that I upload it early enough, and I just don't do it like today where I scheduled it like 30 minutes before it happened. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know like how to kind of navigate content creation in a way where I could like see success other than just grind. Just kind of grind editing, grind music making. But even then, right, I don't think that's necessarily, I don't know if that'll work necessarily, so who knows. Maybe I'll get a job. I was kind of thinking about that when I was away. I was kind of like, maybe I should just go get like a small job. Maybe I could work with my dad on air conditioning, because he does that with his friend. And I'm like, maybe. Have you seen the new Terraria update? I saw it happen. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it exists. The new Terraria update. I'm not going back to it. I just know it exists. I hope people have fun with that though. Hey, is it time to get out of here? Double D, really? Wow, Jesus. Wow. Double the whips. Nice. Perfect. Exactly what they needed. They don't die now, right? Damn. Yo, every other class sucks. Why would you play any other class? I need some of my balls? Go balls? This sucks. Yo, this class is ass. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Is there anything that I need to clarify? If you have a redeemable commission from me, the three of you, not Boy, Ambrosia, if she's she's still here. Contact me about what you want and I'll do it. Just whether it be through Steam parentheses Cercius or Discord parentheses Ambrosia Sonomy. Feel free to do that. Boy, honestly, you could request me. I don't care. We can forget about that. Yeah, I forgot about it too until Cercius brought it up. Through Steam. Did I say stream? Through Steam. Through Steam. Because we're already friends on Steam. And after you do that, I will unfriend you. But, what was I gonna say? Do people want more from me? What more do people want from me? That is exactly how I want every like business relationship to be. You know what I mean? This is why I can't handle connections and like being friends. You know, I think there's a standard that's being set in like the VTuber community that's so like detrimental for me. Just because it's so scary because of everything that I've said about like being friends with people and how I don't want that and how I don't want to like having to worry about that. And it's the fact that like working with people should innately like mean that you appreciate each other's work, which is, you know, it should be true, right? I understand that. But what people mean from that is like, oh, you're constantly like liking and supporting my stuff, right? Which is like very because I'll say it, right? If somebody wants me to say something, I'll say it. But it's like, I have to go out of my way to like and like retweet your things just because I want to work with you. That's a lot. I'll be frank. I know for some people and for most people that's probably fine, right? It's like, oh, whatever. But for me, it's like there are hurdles there for me. So it's just like I'm done with being friends with people. I'm not a good friend. Either way. Get away from me. I'll bark at you. Sorry, VTubers. Please continue to support each other. Be nice to each other or whatever. Just not me. Just if you want to work with me, feel free to. Just I don't want friends. I don't want people like talking to me and depending on me because then I know it's gonna be I'll either disappoint them or like something bad will happen and then I won't be able to navigate it healthy and then it'll be really like bad. You know, it's just how it is with me. All right, just please. Thank you for working with me, but at the same time, please. All right. All right. Did you guys want? Was there anything else that people want to say? Sorry, I've just been like stalling for like 20 minutes now. Because I certainly don't. I will be gone for another extended amount of time. I want to come back to doing regular. Well, no, I don't. Not really. Not at this point. I want to get money. When I get enough money, I'll come back when I get money. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, money. Money is what will bring me back. Whether it be from getting a job or just if I find success somehow in the world, that's when I'll come back to continuous streaming, consistent streaming. But for now, I am I have other things to be doing. But yeah, that's it. No, nothing else to talk about. I think that's it for today then. Well. It's nice to hear about you. Thank you. You guys decided to sit through me feeling sad or my sad feelings. I wasn't sad during the stream, but it was a lot of like sad like reality stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Lot of broken humor, broken humor. What a great time to turn off my music, huh? A lot of broken human stuff. You know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna refer to myself as that, the broken human. I won't say that like at people. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm a broken human. That's like I'm not gonna say that, but you know, if there's a way for me to think about myself and have it make sense, and if people really want to know, that's the best way to put it. You know what I mean? I'm not fit for this world, but I'll try my best. Yeah. Anyways, is that it? Yep, that'll be it. All right, now we go over here. Wow. Remember this? This will be the last time you see this in a month. For a month? Yeah. Loud music. Well. I'm out of here then. You guys go do whatever you guys need do. I gotta go get ready for this thing I gotta do. I'll see you guys when I see you guys again. Okay, bye. Hey, boo. I'll get out of here.